Sue, let me come on to you. I'm thinking of locations, I'm thinking of Chester, so I'm sure our audience would love to hear more about your scheme in Chester. But I have to say, you introduce yourself in terms of intergenerational care, and I was thinking back to, it was actually 2017, many moons ago now. I was fascinated and I watched with great joy that Channel 4 programme in terms of the children and the interaction with the care home residents. So I personally saw firsthand how the benefits that brought. But please, you tell me your experience and your passion for intergenerational care and how your journey has been over the past few years.
Okay, well, I think like Simon, I share the pain of the journey, but I come from it to it from a different angle. So I'm an early years local authority kind of background, children's services. So my first thought is always what is going to be the best thing for children and families. That is the one thing that decides everything for me. So I had the opportunity to advise Belong Care Limited, who are a Northwest care village provider, not care home provider. It's an integrated village, because they had a vision for opening a nursery in Chester, in what is a massive build for them on City Road, right by the canal in Chester, a brand new build. And we started talking about what might be possible. And then they said, well, would you come and provide the nursery? And that was a really scary thing for me, because I've always sort of looked at nurseries from an arm's length, really, from a local authority perspective. And I suddenly realised that there was a real opportunity to break some new ground here. And I think when we talk about integrating childcare into a care village concept, the key word is integrated. What we see in many of those programs that you might have watched, as great as they were, is you see co-located services. So we're not talking about a nursery on the site of a care home or a care village. We're talking about fully integrated services. So what the children do, the older people do. What the older people eat, the children eat. In terms of using services, they use the library together, the gym together, the craft room together, and. So we're talking about large scale change. And I think it is important to say this wouldn't work for all childcare providers to just say, let's engage with a local care home. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking about integrated provision. So an integrated home on a very large scale. So it does tend to be a new build, a new investment opportunity.